Alright, IEMs. I've been avoiding them because they're really hard to review. Well, they're really hard to review on a video because look at them. Look how beautiful they are. And actually, these RHA MA750i's are really pretty. Here's the carrying case. Look at that selection of different rubber tips and foam tips. I've tried a couple of them out. Those are pretty much the ones I prefer that are on there. They got the doubles, they got the singles that go from small to medium to large. They come with two different foamies, and the guy even included, I believe these are, can't remember the brand name, ones I recommend for the monoprice. Whatever. I'm sure I'll remember at some point. He liked those. But let me get, I guess I'll start in the end. It'll be like a journey. End connector. Obviously this one has the microphone, so it's got a 3-prong. It says right here, RHA. It says stainless steel 303F506. I don't know what that means because that's not the model number. But you know, these are definitely a stainless steel thing. That's quality. Little spring strain relief, and we head down the wire. The wire is rubberized, but you look and it's pinned straight. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Then we get to this middle bit, which doesn't feel as heavy as the end, which makes me think that this is a much thinner stainless steel casing. And oh, I didn't even know that slid up. Now I know something. And this is just basically where the wire splits, and then you've got this slidey bit that can keep them together as far up as you want. Again, it's just a thinner version of the same wire. And which the right side has the remote, which is also really nice. This one actually says MA750i. 3-button, down, up, and in the middle is an indent with a nipple for, you know, home, enter, answer, whatever you want to call it. This also houses the microphone. Yes, microphone's right there, which puts the microphone just above nipple height. Nipple height. Make sure your stuff's in nipple height. We come up, we get to these. I'm gonna just call them barrels because we go from the rubberized material into a much stiffer, moldable sort of. I'm gonna call it memory rubber. You see it? It sort of does that. That's sort of cool. And this is good and important and well done because you put this over your ear and then in, and that holds it up. So I've used ones before that are hard, and those never are good. And this, because they have memory rubber, are actually really, really comfortable. Now the actual driver itself is encased in stainless steel. You can see it says RHA. There's a little hole there for, I'm guessing, bass. You can pull off the. I'm not gonna pull this off. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. They're they got some weight to them. I notice when I'm wearing them, if you do a lot of moving, if these aren't tight, the weight will actually pull them out. You have to reset them every 10 minutes or so, which isn't a terrible tragedy. But yeah, I like a little bit of weight. Super light doesn't always work out the best. Now, I unfold this like a mushroom. Come on. Alright, whatever. Now, so the wire's good. It's a good length. I don't have my table anymore. It's put away. I'm gonna say it's more than 4 feet. But you put them in, you hook them over, and with these plugs, you put them in, and you. As soon as I put them in, I was like, "Where's that static noise coming from?" It was the sound of an amplifier, just all the way gained up. That, and it was actually the air conditioner. And whatever sound blocking these do, block everything but that particular, I don't know, weird syndrome sound of which goes away once you start listening to music. But, you know, it just weirded me out because I wasn't plugged into anything at the time. Now, I have nothing really to compare these to. I'm standing here just blank slate. How do they compare to the 2050s? They're IEMs. They fucking don't. How do they compare to the Dayton B652 Airs? They're IEMs. They don't compare. The only IEMs that I've ever owned were the monoprice 82, 80, whatever. The cheap $10 ones with the... I can't remember the name of the foam. It's going to come to me as soon as I shut off the camera, and I'm just going to be like, fuck. Yeah, whatever. The foam mods, and those were, to my knowledge at that time, were like, well, you don't need anything better than this. I don't know why people are spending so much money on IEMs. Those were $10 plus the foam ear tips. Done. Now, these are better than those. So I can't even find my pair, honestly. They're packed away somewhere. These are very good. That's what I'm going to say. These are now the benchmark because I have nothing else to compare to. I'm just looking around going, nope. No, this is it. If you're the only fish in the room, you're the biggest fish in the room. And the smallest fish. So there you go. RHA MA750's the biggest fish in the room. I've collected quite a bit of junk that I'm going to have to clean out. I try to keep my ears clean before I use them, but then I would use them outside, and then, you know, things just get messy. So you gotta give it to them for their display. The stainless steel card with everything that clips underneath these elastics. How's the sound quality? Good. How's the bass? Good. Good. How's the sound stage? Surprisingly good. It's actually super accurate in the, like, between the ear. Because the way I've been describing soundstage differently for different headphones, where it's like if the planes of the driver are you know, a fixed point, you could have good soundstage outside, like X2s. You know, you could hear things like they're over there and over there, or you could have very accurate between the driver soundstage, like the 600s and the 2000Xs. Those don't sound big, but they're definitely accurate. And these are definitely in that latter category, where things sound, you know, you get like really, someone's singing slightly left, it's not in your ear, it's just in your head slightly left. So yeah, I can't give you any other points of reference. They're better than nothing. Are they worth the money compared to the mono price? Just for the fit and finish of everything, yes. Just for stainless steel things, absolutely. Just it's hard to review them. I want to throw them around and show off. I need to get a, you know, monocular on there. Not monocular? Binocular? Yes. Yes, a monocular. To zoom in to show you these. How well built they are. I'll give them that. They are well built as hell. And the microphone isn't bad. I used it on my phone for a little while. Jumped to my... It's hard to, like, I'm not going to try to record the microphone on an IEM. Assume it's good enough for phone calls, but not to, like, dictate to a, you know, audiobook. So there you go. My first, well, my second IEM review, the first being the monoprice one, which I haven't actually watched in decades. That's right, decades. Time travel. I haven't seen it since before I was born. So, yeah. Yeah. If you'd like to send another pair of these, I will be, like IEMs, I will be willing to compare against what I know these sound like. But, you know, the review is still going to be, you're going to be the second fish in that empty pond. And I'm not going to compare them against headphones. I refuse. I refuse. That's like when people, one of you that's watching, says, well, what's better, these speakers or these headphones? And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. You can't compare speakers to headphones for sound quality. Because speakers involve the room and the amp and everything in between, your air, and headphones you put on your head, and then you get your little air. You know, they're different. They're too different. I will not compare these two headphones. I'm not going to say, well, should I get these or should you get the Philips SHP 9500s? It's not a fair. If you need these, you need these because you like IEMs. They got to go in your ear. They got to be small. You got to be able to crunch them up in your pocket and go away. If you don't need IEMs, you can go headphones. However, there is the argument that IEMs have better sound quality in general than headphones. And I don't disagree, but I refuse to agree. Because it's just a difference in the way it's delivered. There's too many different things going on to deliver sound via a tube in your ear versus a driver on your ear versus speakers feet away. You know, it's too much of a change. When we start plugging in the back of our head, when this just plugs into the back of our head like Johnny Mnemonic, and it actually just fires the electrodes in our brain to make sound, then I won't compare to that either. But yeah, the best IEMs I've ever reviewed. Ta-da!